It's Wednesday, January 11th. Here's your 5-minute fix. All right, our first story for the day involves the PlayStation 5. Now, obviously, I've done some PlayStation content on this channel. I own a PlayStation 5. Don't use it as much as I thought I would right off the hop, 2 years in, but I also have a PC that's very capable of gaming, so I've used that mostly for whatever gaming I've done over the last little bit. But back to the story. Using the PS5 vertically can reportedly damage the console permanently due to a design flaw by Sony. Now, I've heard this story. This came out last week, I believe. I wanted to wait a little bit just to see if anything else came from it. Still nothing from Sony, really, aside from saying that it's fine. A report on Wololo.net has revealed that using the PS5 from a vertical position is going to do some serious damage over time due to a major design flaw on Sony's part. While Sony officials and numerous tech websites have said it doesn't matter which way the PS5 is used, a number of hardware experts and console retail shops 2 years after launch have found that using it vertically can damage the system permanently. Now, obviously, as a PS5 owner myself, that's not something I want to hear. That, especially because I do use it when I do use it. I do use it in its vertical position. I think it looks nicer like that. My setup allows for me to use it in a vertical position, so that's just what I go with. Obviously, like I said, I don't use it as often, and I haven't noticed any issues in terms of overheating or anything like that, or what I could see from overheating. So personally, I'm not concerned right now. Will I turn it horizontally? Maybe. If I start to use it more often, we'll see. He claims that there's a high risk for PS5s that are being used vertically for a lengthy period of time. And it isn't just limited to one model, with both the standard and digital only editions impacted. So right off the bat, it says for a lengthy period of time. What exactly does one person consider a lengthy period of time versus another? That's up to you, right? The problem lies with the PS5 seal between the APU and its cooler. Can sometimes move or become damaged. However, if the PS5 is positioned horizontally, the liquid metal will remain flat and the majority of its thermal properties will be used to help cool the console. If something bad happens to the seal when stood vertically, there's a high risk that the liquid metal will progressively fall down, impacting the cooling ability and even reaching components it otherwise shouldn't. So essentially, it looks like gravity is playing a part in the liquid metal seeping down and not going back to its original spot, because obviously if it's vertical and the seal between the APU and the cooler breaks, that liquid metal is just going to continue to fall. So definitely something to think about. In terms of myself personally, will I change it? Not right off the hop. If I all of a sudden do some extensive gaming, or if one of my sons decides to play the PS5 for a long period of time, then perhaps, maybe, but at this point, not quite. Up next, we got some Andrew Tate news. I'm sure you guys have all heard about this man. He's been all over the internet, social media for the last few months, controversies and whatnot, most recently being detained in Romania for allegations of human trafficking. In that detainment, he had his some personal possessions, luxury vehicles and properties in which they thought might have been connected to the human trafficking. He had them seized. He put in an appeal. It looks like it's been denied. Andrew Tate's seized luxury properties and rare car collection could be used to compensate victims if he's convicted. Oh, yo, could you imagine getting a Bugatti out of this if you're one of these victims? Now, obviously, I imagine they would just, auction off the vehicle and then money would be given. But again, that'd be wild. Andrew Tate seized luxury properties, including several cars, could be used to compensate victims if he's convicted in a Romanian court. A spokesperson for Romania's Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, also known as DICOT, told Insider. It's in order to assure that if the victims have claims, financial claims, they can be covered by the cost, Ramona Bola, the DICOT spokesperson, said. And of course, in order to serve for the purpose of being taken by the state, if we can prove that they have gained this money from human trafficking, like I mentioned earlier, and in order to sustain the price of the trial at the cost of the investigation. Romanian authorities seized at least 11 luxury cars owned by Tate and his brother, Tristan, last week following their December 29th arrest. Bola told Insider last week. While Bola did not reveal to Insider the makes and models of the seized vehicles, Romanian news outlet Gandul published photos it said showed the seized cars. Getty Images also published photos of the reported cars. Looks like we got a Porsche right here, BMW right here, Aston Martin. Hard to tell that. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like, I'm not even gonna. Anyways, yeah, hard to tell what that one is. Like I said, we also know he's got a Bugatti. He's been seen in videos with that. One of Tate's alleged cars is a Rolls-Royce Wraith, the car maker's black badge range. And Insider previously reported that Tate seemingly bought it on a whim while walking through London a few months ago. According to TopGear.com, the car cost at least $300,000 on a whim. An Aston Martin Vanquish, which is, I believe, what we saw in that picture, S Ultimate, is also reportedly seized from the Tate brothers, a car that costs around $250,000 according to TopGear.com. So there you have it. More trouble for Andrew Tate. Can't get his whips back. Looks like things are going downhill for that guy. What do we got next? Computer system glitch causes chaos after all flights grounded across the U.S. So this was earlier this morning. It did get resolved. The Federal Aviation Administration said it is working to restore its notice to air mission system, which alerts pilots of potential hazards along the flight route. Some 4,948 flights within, into, or out of the U.S. have been delayed, according to a flight tracking website, and 868 canceled. Guys, as a recent traveler myself, I've been subject to delays, some more lengthy than others. Even last year, around springtime, on my way back from a trip, had a flight get canceled and had to wait a couple days to get a new one. This is just a nasty hiccup, and all I can see is this causing much more delays and cancellations throughout the rest of the week. A ripple effect, if you will. All outbound flights were grounded until 9 a.m. Eastern as the Federal Aviation Administration worked to restore its notice to air missions (NOTAM) system, which alerts pilots of potential hazards along a flight route. As of 3 p.m. GMT, 4,948 flights within, into, or out of the U.S. have been delayed. Normal air traffic operations are resuming gradually across the U.S. following an overnight outage to the NOTAM that provides safety info to flight crews. So here you go. We got some pictures of people chilling in airports, all that good stuff, waiting. Sucks, really sucks. Good to see, though, that they managed to get it back up and running online, and hopefully they won't have to deal with that again, because flight delays right now are a problem as it is, especially where I'm in. There's a lot of fog right now, and it's definitely causing a little bit of chaos. We got an update on Demar Hamlin. He has been discharged from the hospital after spending more than a week due to cardiac arrest. This is just a quick little update. Good to see. The Buffalo Bills are on a bye week as no, sorry, they're not on a bye week. They play this weekend, wild card weekend. Buffalo Bills player Demar Hamlin has been discharged from a Buffalo medical center, his club said Wednesday, after more than a week of hospitalization due to cardiac arrest he suffered during a Monday Night Football game this month. 24-year-old safety had been showing signs of accelerated improvement in the days leading up to his release from Buffalo General Medical Center in New York Hospital. Officials had said, wow. So yeah, just a little update there. Like I said, the Bills play this weekend. If I could remember who they play, I'd tell you, but I don't. Easy to find though. Here's a little quick something and a CES. I saw this in a CES article. Ring will soon offer Always Home Cam, a mini drone designed to patrol your home while you're not there. It's pretty cool. We'll watch this video as it flies around. This is their display. That's not bad. I wonder what the battery charge life or the battery life is like with this thing. And like if you can set it to patrol specific times of the day for specific amounts of times. Does it dock itself when it's not patrolling? I imagine it does. It's got a little sensor maybe that'll say, hey, your battery is at this level, it's time to dock, that kind of thing. I mean, I could see this being pretty convenient for people with pets, although the pets might attack it, so that might be something. But yeah, that's a cool little technology. Obviously with Ring, this is a third-party company having control of the video and data within your home. It'd be nice to see an additional company come out with something where you can control where the data goes. Just I guess if you want, you could put a drone on or a camera on a drone, but then you got to control it yourself, right? So cool little technology from Ring. That's all. Not trying to get people scared or talk crazy. Up next, a girl 9 years old finds a Megalodon shark tooth on a Maryland beach. Wow, look at this. Look at the size of this thing, bigger than her hand. Amateur fossil hunters dream of finding the ancient and the rare. One little girl spoke it into existence. Molly Sampson, 9, was on a Christmas Day visit to Calvert Beach in Maryland and told her mother she was looking for a Meg. Look at that. They used short term. Looking for a Meg. I'm looking for a Meg, baby. Wading in knee-deep waters. That's exactly what she found. A tooth belonging to the now extinct Otodus Megalodon shark species. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but oh well. A local marine museum's curator called it a once-in-a-lifetime kind of find. The Megalodon, ancient Greek for big tooth, lived in seas worldwide until it died out at least 3.5 million years ago. Growing to more than 66 feet, 20 meters, the species was not only the biggest shark in the world, but one of the largest fish to ever exist. The tooth Molly found was 5 inches long, as big as her hand, according to mother, Alicia Sampson, who shared news of the find on Facebook. Mrs. Sampson wrote that her daughters Molly and Natalie wanted to go shark tooth hunting like professionals and had asked for insulated chest waders as a Christmas present. That's crazy. So this little girl, this is her vibe. This is what she wants to do. We got a little paleontologist on our hands right here. Great to see. I love it. Here's again the picture of the Megalodon tooth. Here's a picture of the Megalodon in comparison. This is a diver, 1.75 meters. I think it was at 6 feet or something. Great white shark, 5 meters long. And then you've got the Megalodon. You know, when we see a great white shark, it's like, yo, this mamma jamma is huge. Okay. And then you got this Megalodon 16 to 18 meters long. What the hell? One of their tooth, 5 inches. My goodness. Crazy. Good for this little girl. Looks like she's got dreams and aspirations, baby. Last but not least, two-headed turtle fighting for a treat. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I had to put this in here because last week I had a little something about conjoined twins. Well, now we got conjoined turtles. Now, some of you might be thinking like, oh, why are you making them fight like that? But you got to think, these guys probably share one throat. So if they both start eating, they might choke on us or something, you know? You can't be having that. You be killing your turtle. But look at that. The one turtle head gets it. The other one's kind of pissed. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 5-minute fix.